Coming at you live from DNHQ in beautiful South Pasadena, California. This is Blue Heaven Podcast. That sounds a little low. What's going on, Dodgers Nation? My name is Clint. You can find me as Real FRG on Twitter and Instagram. Don't get fooled by any fake ones.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to tag FRG. He doesn't respond.
He does not respond.
He's not active. I think his account is deactivated.
I feel bad for
guys.
that.
Yeah, I feel bad a little bit too. My name is Brooke. You will not find anybody named Brooke that looks like me on Twitter or Instagram. So if you see my face, it's probably me. You can find me at BrookeMe3 on Twitter and Instagram, by the way. On today's show, we escaped Coors Field. We're alive. We, in the communist sense, we are alive. Dodgers got in and out without anything major happening, but also a lot of weirdness happening.
Yeah.
We'll talk about a little bit about that. We got to talk Rally Cat. We definitely got to talk Rally Cat. We'll give our takeaways from this opening series at Coors Field. There's a lot that happened. There's a lot to go over in a very short period of time before the Dodgers and A's kick off tonight. So we'll go over that real quickly, including Zach Mother Effin McKinstry. That's his
legal
God-given
name.
Yep. So we'll talk about Zach.
Love that boy.
I think they call him Mick Kike.
Yep,
that's the name that he's earned.
It's better.
Well,
At me. He's better.
Technically,
we'll get into that.
The name's longer.
We'll get into that more. We'll also set up and look at this series coming up in Oakland. We got 3 in Oakland. You know what's really annoying?
I don't.
The Oaklands, they lost 4 games to the damn Astros.
To Houston.
So that's frustrating. All right, guys, before we get into the show, got to remind you this is a podcast. So if you like podcasts or if you want to hear us more or whatever, subscribe to us. We're on iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, all the spots that podcasts live for free. Mm-hmm. We live there and we're free, and it makes us feel good when you subscribe there. So that's a cool thing. Adrian's coming at us from the LA Fitness in Alhambra. He's right down the street from us.
Wow, look at him putting in work and listening to us. That's many talents. Make sure you do the one where you step up the stairs.
Oh yeah, to get back to your car.
Yeah. When you're going down the stairs to go home, that's my favorite.
I used to go to that gym, and look at me now.
See what happens when you go to the gym, folks? It's all a lie.
Oh, 7 years ago, FRG was, it was only F. Now I'm MORG. But, that's a different story. Give us more of your comments, by the way. We always appreciate y'all. We live on your comments. Our boy Anthony Keen's in the stream saying, Happy Monday, Dodgers Nation. It is a Monday. It's not a bad Monday.
I kind of forgot what day it was, to be honest with you.
Monday.
All the days kind of just blend together when you're waiting for baseball to come back. And baseball's finally back, so now I got to figure out what day it is every day of the week. It's tough.
Brian Hatfield's in the stream. What's going on, Brian? Good to see you. Deborah's in the stream. She said it's time for Dodger baseball. Almost, but Brooke and I have been accidentally wearing the same shirts, I think, each of the last, 2-3 weeks?
We've done it 3 weeks in a row now, and it's very impressive because we do not communicate ahead of time on what we are wearing.
City of Champs, our boy Erod says, the Stairmaster, fam.
I don't know, man. I don't go to the gym.
That sounds like
my gym is at home.
I still got to get you that bench.
I keep forgetting about that.
My old lady's car died, so you know what? Once you have a Honda Element, I'm just telling you guys, and this is all terrible.
Mm-hmm. Good for podcast stuff.
It is. People like to hear this. I don't know. It's weird.
Opinions.
I don't know what people listen to. You're going to get the old people who are like, we're talking about the Dodgers. And then there's going to be people like, you guys should be personalities more. So whatever. EAD. And once you have a Honda Element, man, you have no idea just how much that car is so useful.
So much box.
I do love me.
Anthony says, I have a standing desk. Does that count? I also have a standing desk. It has yet to stand. But if I wanted it to, I could stand up.
I didn't choose the fit life.
I did not choose the fit life.
But I stand for it.
Ever Avila over on Periscope says, your take on the golden jerseys. For you guys who don't know, the Dodgers are selling their gold laced jerseys. Laced sounds interesting, but it is. Yeah. The numbers are lined out in gold, and it's for the champions every year. They're allowed to wear that at home whenever they want to. I think the Nationals chose to only do it a few times after 2019, but 2020 was a weird year, kind of tough for them. Rough year to be the reigning world champion.
Didn't A-Rod insinuate that the champion, our title doesn't mean anything?
Yeah, A-Rod doesn't mean anything to anybody, especially Jennifer Lopez.
Take.
So that's good news.
Hot take.
My take is that I think it's really cool to wear them for the first series of the year, the first home opening series of the year. I don't think you'll see them really wear them beyond that. That's my belief. I think they're cool. I think they're a collector's item. I think you're going to want to buy one, and you're going to want to keep one for a very long time. The biggest problem for me, I don't know whose jersey to buy.
You said just before, because that just dropped just before showtime, and you said that you were thinking about going Kershaw. I haven't responded to that yet. I was waiting for this moment, even though I wasn't.
Good timing.
I would not go Clayton Kershaw.
Why's that? Please explain.
Well,
show your work, please.
He doesn't have any more contract after this year.
Okay.
And there's no saying.
So by that
back.
logic, I also could not get a Corey Seager jersey.
Yeah. Science.
So I can only get a Mookie Betts jersey because he's the only one that's signed long term.
Yep. You can't even get McKinstry because he could, He
could be gone pretty quick.
Yeah.
And he could be traded. I don't know.
City of Champions says Urias. Might be a pretty solid jersey.
Pretty solid one.
There.
Last pitch of the World Series. Why not?
Forever ingrained in
Here's
our
the good
memories.
news. You really can't go. I mean, you could go wrong, but you really can't go wrong with the people that you actually want to pick. Just get whatever you want to get. Don't let anybody else tell you that's dumb for getting that. Don't let anybody else tell you he's on a contract year. Don't get a Kenley Jansen.
What's your take on the people that? Jordan says my first jersey was a Kershaw jersey 5 years ago.
Hell yeah.
I love Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw. Yep.
Put some respect on Tony Crenshaw's name. What is your take? And everybody, I want to know what your guys' take on this, on people who make their own jerseys, like with their names. And I want the most, like, it's just vile.
It's really, really cool that you guys have money to waste. Really cool. Here's the thing. My last name's Smith. There's obviously a Smith on the team. The number would have to match up, or else it'd be weird. It could be any team or any player in baseball. Honestly, here's the thing: if you're gonna do that, just have it be like a cheapy shirt. That's just doesn't. The jerseys are expensive. Jerseys cost legit. MLB jerseys are very expensive. So if you're gonna put your own name on it, you better own the team or something. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, I have to check in right now because Donnie over on YouTube is checking in from Saudi Arabia, which just goes to prove we are Mr. and Mr. Worldwide once again. And I don't think we've ever had a Saudi Arabia check-in.
I think he's also a troll. I'm not 100% sure, but even so, we're going to take it, Mr. and Mr. Worldwide.
No matter what, he's there and he's here.
That's a button.
That counts.
I don't have my baseball to prop this up, and it's going to be a whole problem. Everybody interested in my take? I think I agree. I don't care about the money aspect. I think it's just dumb to have your own name on it. I don't know.
I don't even like myself. Why would I wear a jersey of me?
Because then trolls know your name, and then they're going to slip into the DMs. They're going to be like, send us your name, cuck.
Would you get your handle, your Twitter handle?
Get my handle. Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Real FRG on there. All right. Do we want to talk about things that are important first? People got a lot going on here in the chat. Katie.
You guys are talkative today.
Katie would kill to have a jersey with her last name on it because it would remind me every time I worried about my father. That is cool.
That's cool. In my mind, that's very cool.
I retract my statement. If it's just like your name because you want to wear it for you, no. But if you're wearing it like to honor somebody lost, whatever it may be, I think that's a lot better. That's nicer.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's everything's more personal.
It's wholesome.
Again, don't let anybody tell you how to spend your money, but I will not get myself because I hate me.
No, you spend your money on that damn Michelada sausage.
Michelada sausage.
Oof. Check out our website if you haven't seen that. DodgersNation.com. All right, let's do the giveaway thing. So we got a number of giveaways. Hold on, bang. Thank you. We got a number of giveaways today. We are finally we were supposed to do this on Thursday and we messed up. So it was a bad game. Kershaw let us down. Tony Crenshaw let us down. Sorry, that was not Tony Crenshaw because Tony Crenshaw does not let the Dodgers fan base down. But we got to announce 3 winners for the final 3 of these 2020 World Series champion posters with our friends over at _City of Champs. Go follow them on Twitter. It is Baseball Fan. They have a new podcast they're dropping over there, talking Dodgers, talking Lakers. Pretty cool stuff. Unless it's bad, then I didn't recommend it. But we have 3 winners, and we have Joshua. We got it's at JDilla21 or Dia. Josh Dilla 21 LA on Twitter. We'll reach out to you if we haven't already. We also got Sue Reed that is at LA Blue Sue. And JaySeo2 on Twitter. All of you guys are on Twitter. Do follow at _City of Champs on there, and we'll be getting you those posters pretty soon. And if you guys want, there's more posters available for sale on the site, so go check out at _City of Champs. I think he's still got an opening day special going on over there. So, a lot of words. Baseball.
My head hurts.
Baseball happened in Colorado. Man, it is fantastic to get out of Colorado. It is fantastic to escape mostly unscathed. and with a 3-1 record. I don't think you can expect much better out of a 4-game series to open your season, and Clayton Kershaw is going to start one of those games in Colorado.
Look, I mean, it started off bad. It just kind of had a really bad undertone to it the entire series, where you could just tell, like, let's just get the hell out of Coors Field, dude. I don't want to be here anymore. There's so much wrong with it. There's just so much potential for error, for bad things happening. You don't feel safe with any lead as down. No. I mean, Bauer takes a no-hit bid into the 7th inning, and then he leaves, and it's 11-6.
Yeah.
How does that doesn't happen anywhere else in baseball? No field of baseball does that happen.
Coors is going to Coors, and that place is an absolute nightmare. By the way, I think out of that opening series, Bauer is going to get the most headlines just because of the almost no-no. But right. Julio, man, Urias with that start. He's out here to say, no, I'm your starter this season. I might be your number 2 starter if you're smart. I might be your number 1 starter.
Honestly, that was one of my better takeaways from the entire series. Was Julio was just he looked like
nasty.
He looked like everything that the Dodgers have thought he could have been for the last couple of years. Everything that he was hyped up to be, everything that they brought him up to be. That is exactly what they did it for. And the fact that this is the furthest that he's ever gone into an outing in his career, to me, that was a really good sign of like the times. You also forget that he's like 24.
Yeah, that's the wild thing. Like,
he's still a child.
You want to feel old. We've been watching Julio since 2016. 5 year, or that? Yeah, 5 full calendar seasons ish of Julio on a Dodger roster in some way, shape, or form. Man, he was 19 when he came up. Grown up,
a child, the teenager. Yeah, remember he had to change his handle because he wasn't the teenager.
He was
anymore.
not the teenager anymore. Now he's the
24-year-old guy.
Is that a thing? Of course, we said we escaped Colorado mostly unscathed.
Mostly.
Out as if by magic, out of nowhere, out of the blue, sucker punched. We lost the Catman, Tony Gonsolin, to a shoulder thing. He's got shoulder inflammation, so that sucks. He's on the 15-day injured list because pitchers no longer can go on the 10-day. Thank you, Dodgers.
Do you think it's related to the Rally Cat? Do you think there's
I think the Rally Cat is 100% the number 1 suspect in this.
Dave Roberts, well, I asked him about the Rally Cat because I could not help myself. Oh, that's perfect. You have a cat. Perfect. And he said he really caught me off guard because he's like, I'm not 100% sure it was a cat. I think it was like a lynx.
Yeah,
or like
a lynx or a mountain lion. It's a big guy.
I was like, I thought it was a kitty. So when that lady picked him up, didn't love that lady, first of all, but also the fact that she didn't have gloves, but the guy who had gloves didn't take the cat. Very interesting there.
Unfortunately, they lost the cat. So they're expecting the cat to maybe make another appearance.
Show up in Oakland.
Stupidly, though, they were just going to go throw that cat out of the ballpark. Like what? Because he didn't have a ticket or something
it's like the Simpsons thing where they throw Barney outside and then he shows up
right behind Mo. Yeah, it's the ultimate meme cat right there. I was honestly 1,000% expecting like some charity to reach out and then that cat to get like $140,000 on GoFundMe.
Does he have a Twitter account yet? I feel like
yeah. There's like Coors Cat.
Is there?
Yeah, Coors Cat.
I knew there had to be.
But bless up to that cat. We love you. You're in our thoughts and prayers.
We have not lost since you made an appearance.
We have not.
Undefeated since Rally Cat.
I have a meow button on there. I should probably save that one.
That's a good one.
Let's see, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
He's a nice boy.
He shows up.
But what are your thoughts? I want to know how you feel, and you guys feel free to participate in this. Your thoughts on opening a Major League Baseball season in the Mile High City?
I don't think there should be a baseball team in the Mile High City. I think they need to move that. They need to blow up Coors Field.
Hot take.
Just launch it into the sun. Whatever you need to do with it. It's just a terrible place to play. I don't know how. If you're a pitcher, let's say you're a very highly touted pitcher coming out of college, you're going to be drafted really high up in the draft. You've had a dominant career at Vanderbilt or wherever produces the most arms. Yeah. Just to find out, you got drafted by the Rockies. Just to find that out, I mean, that's got to be immediately defeating. You got to be looking like, man, I need to figure out how to be a hitter. I need to transition to shortstop. Got a really good arm. My glove's okay. I can start hitting ball. I'm good. There's just not a good place to be. And you look at our bullpen. No, that's good enough. That'll tell you. Tell you exactly what you need to know about playing at Coors Field.
Ryan M. on YouTube says, starting on the road sucks, especially starting there. It makes Kershaw look bad right off the bat, which is one of the things we said before the season and after the game on Thursday. It's like it's the worst possible outcome for somebody like Kershaw because you shouldn't care about ERA. You should care about team wins and whatever happens like that. It's team first, but you also hate to see, especially Tony Crenshaw with a bad ERA. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
That too, but also just the fact that you have to work so hard over your first 4 games of the season. Yeah. Like they put so much work into getting those 3 wins out of 4.
What was it? 2019 when Greinke gave up the 8 home runs to the Dodgers on opening day.
Yeah,
and he had an ERA of like 1,000 million.
Yeah,
for the first
good luck
month.
The rest of the year.
Yeah. Then afterwards he goes and posts like a 2 for the rest of the season. But man.
I mean, you scored on one hand, you scored 26 runs. You put together a nice couple games.
There's positive.
Get some bats in there, but then you give up 21 runs, and you're like, okay, well, that was tough.
But great again, like you said, great for the bat. 26 runs. Lux got what he needed. Cody put some good swings on balls. We know Corey is. I'm pretty sure he's the cheat code right now.
That dude is on another planet.
His on base is like 700 or something ridiculous, isn't it?
Somehow was not named Player of the Week.
Really?
Yeah.
What, they give it to Eloy's
Hosmer.
Titty or what?
Bless up Eloy's Titty.
Rest in peace, Eloy Jimenez. I think he died.
Yeah. Hosmer found a way to somehow win it. It's because he hit his 2 of his hits were home runs, even though he has less hits.
I love all the social media, like the MLB social media accounts being all hard for Tatis, even though he has like 3, 4, 5 errors.
Harder
like
than
that.
a diamond in the ice storm, man. They're ready to go for Fernando.
Is that one of those Riverside sayings?
I don't think so. We don't have sayings. We don't
have diamonds.
Speak good.
We don't bring.
Definitely don't have diamonds.
Our boy Doug McCain, shout out at DMac_LA, says #breast in peace.
Breast in peace.
Oh man, Doug dropped a new video today on our YouTube, by the way. Go check it out. He's talking about the unfortunate loss of Tony Gonsolin to shoulder inflammation and kind of where the bullpen is and things like that. So we got some good stuff. Also, in case you missed it over the weekend, we dropped a new show starring our friend, one of our writers here at Dodgers Nation, Eric Ulo or Ulau, or however you want to say it. Either way,
every way's wrong.
Just call him the mustache. He's gonna be #the mustache. You are now absolved of ever needing a mustache, even though I'm pretty sure most people.
I grew a mustache. Katie's high. She's just high.
Another show.
I grew a mustache, and then we won the World Series.
And
coincidence?
And you don't have a mustache here in a new season. Just saying. But yeah, bad for the ERAs. 21 runs in 4 games. Kershaw was Kershaw continued his struggles from spring. He hasn't looked super ready. Bauer did friggin' great, and then ultimately ended up at fine plus. Julio, amazing. Walker, very, very, like, you couldn't ask for much better out of Coors.
Especially out of Coors.
Bullpen, man. Oof. Bit of a struggle. DP made his triumphant return back. David Price gave up a couple dingers right away. So welcome home, buddy. Blake Trinan he kind of got a little bad luck in it. He should have got out of the inning, not starting out so well. Stimmy Nelson, though, not having a great time.
Straight up not having a good time. Look, I said before, I was like, the big spin rate guys are not going to have a really good time. And I was wrong about Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer had a really good 6 innings. Really, 7th inning, not so great, obviously. But
I'm proud of how close I was to getting that right eventually.
Somehow through 6 no-hit innings, and you still almost predicted the exact. That was pretty good, yeah.
I'm a professional.
But, I mean, Jimmy Nelson is one of those guys, and I was like, man, I just feel like Coors does not really play in his favor. Definitely doesn't play into his pitching style or anything like that, and it appeared so. But also, there's just a lot of things that looked off to him. It wasn't so much that, like, hey, my ball's just not breaking. It's not too much spin on it. He was missing on his fastballs. He was drastically missing his spot on a lot of things. So I'm not ready to it's early. I'm not going to throw in the towel on Stimmy Nelson, but it doesn't leave you with a good feeling because he looked so good coming out of spring training. He looked unhittable.
Yeah, but he's facing a lot of the scrubs by that point in the games that he was appearing. He made a couple of phony early starts. I played like I was on board. I was never high on Stimmy. Never on board.
Never Katie high.
Never Katie high.
Yep.
So she sent us the booze barrel. Have you checked in there? It's probably drugs.
Paraphernalia.
Thank you for sending us that again, Katie. Couple of things here. Continuing Mr. Worldwide before we get back into the bullpen. Angelos over here is coming in from Germany. He wants a microphone. We got that one. There's another one back here.
Just wants a microphone?
There's Gary's over there.
They probably have a Target or something. I don't know.
It says, I would do music, but no mic. Angelos, we'll send you a microphone, but... Oh, there's another one over there. Man, I have a lot of mics. We'll send you a microphone, but you have to do a new intro. We're coming up on episode 200 of this show, so we'll need a new intro for the
German
Blue Heaven.
Intro.
Yeah. Brought to you in German.
Yeah. Worldwide.
Laura being positive, which we often forget to do.
I forgot.
Knebel was good.
Knebel was very good.
The Corys killed it in Colorado.
He made the initial 0.1 inning appearance. I think struck out his only batter in that one, and then obviously got the save most recently, and looked amazing doing it. His breaking ball obviously excites me, but the fastball is really good.
Yeah, and if he's able to break off an excitable breaking ball in Colorado, that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. City of Champions saying Jimmy looked good, then didn't. Yeah, continuing what we were saying. Ari says Jimmy Nelson, Stimmy Nelson, DFA candidate. I mean, at some point, Brewstar is going to need a roster spot. At some point, Joe Kelly is owed a lot of money, so they're going to find a way to get him on the roster. I don't even know where to put him. And they're not. That was one of the things that you and I had talked about. And at some point, we'll probably look at the roster and wonder how they can get away with carrying both Eddie Rios and Matt Beatty. Because if Matt's going to be on the roster just a pinch hit, just trade him. Let the boy play somewhere. Bader's Taters needs to go out and rake.
They're not doing him. They're doing him a disservice by not giving him the opportunity to hit on not necessarily on a daily basis, but on a much more often than he actually is. He can be a starting position player pretty much anywhere in the league. It's just a matter of where he's playing right now. He can't, and that's the biggest issue for a lot of Dodgers players. We've seen that with a lot of Dodgers prospects over the years, but now he's way beyond that point. I mean, he's a guy who can contribute at any level. So
send him to Pittsburgh. Boom, there's your all-star.
I mean, yeah, he would be the all-star.
Our boy Eddie says Trevor equals Swaggy T. Is that the official nickname? Judges, don't make the shirt.
Swaggy T.
Because Trev. You remember how before the season you're like, I'm going to call him Trevor, and then your first time you get called on Zoom, hey, Trev.
I didn't say it like that. So, hey, Trev.
Hey, Trev.
You know how I sound like high when I talk? I was like, hey, Trev. Like that.
This is a good show. We're having fun here. This is a good time.
Speak for yourself.
More things. Gail says Corey Knebel will save us all. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a positive we need from our positive correspondent.
Single one of us.
I guess I'm throwing back to that. D Jimenez 789 on the YouTube asks any news on Kelly and Gratterall. You want to hit him with the latest and greatest?
The funny thing is that we had talked about it. MLB transaction page showed that Brewster had been put on the 60-day IL, and we were like, oh, what the hell happened? Because that means that a roster spot opens up on the 40-man. A lot of things go along with that. It was wrong, just as we predicted, because Doc had been saying, like, oh, in terms of Kelly and Brewstar, Gratterall's ahead of Kelly. And I'm like, well, damn, how far behind is Joe Kelly then if he's on the 60-day? Turns out he's not. He is on the 10-day officially. They don't know his timeline, but they do know that he is progressing faster than Joe Kelly, which is exactly what you need to hear, because you would rather have Brewstar back first than Joe Kelly.
Brewstar is at Camelback Ranch, which is the alternate site in Glendale, Arizona. He's throwing. He posted some videos on his social media. I don't know if he was forced to remove them at some point. Probably, because they're the Dodgers. But he it looks like he threw in a sim game, or they're doing not even inter squad. They are doing sim games, but I thought I saw him facing Padres.
I think I remember Doc saying that whoever's left over from other camps, they're going to try to play games together or try to get practices in or something like that. Actual game situation. So it's possible that's what was happening, but obviously we would never hear about that because they're kind of just in their bubble now.
No, it's not the bubble again.
It's not a bubble.
Yeah, it's not the bubble this year.
But it is a bubble.
More love. Got Ari saying Knebel's looking as good as well as Jansen. Kenley Jansen. Okay. Let's take a moment here to give some love to Kenley F. Jansen, because I don't think there's a soul in the world that liked Kenley Jansen coming in for a 5-out save. That first batter did not look promising, didn't look bad. Then, who was it, against McMahon? All of a sudden, he just gives him the people's elbow. Like, he looked good. McMahon,
he faced. Did he face CJ Cron first when he almost launched off of him?
Yeah, exactly.
And we were like, oh boy, there it goes.
It's like, oh, there it is. Yeah,
there it is.
This is what happens when you bring him in now. But after that, it looked like he got the the jitters out of the way. I can't even remember the last time he pitched in Colorado. I'm sure he did last year, but don't ask me, dude. 5-out save in his first opportunity of the season in Colorado, where his heart does not like Colorado, as does any of ours. But physically, his heart does not like Colorado. He has had bad success there in general, and we know the beds suck. 5-out save. Crushes it.
I really liked that it made him not available for the next day. Don't
push your luck.
My biggest fear was the fact that he didn't come in the first 2 nights. I was like, oh man, there's no way this does not end in him closing back-to-back nights. There's no way it doesn't end. And so when I saw him coming in for the 5-out save, for a very small instant, there was a thought that I was like, maybe he just comes in and gets these 2 outs and somebody closes out the game, because Doc has said in the past that he's going to use Kenley in big situations, and that was a big situation.
Very big.
I was like, maybe there's an inkling, a chance that, if you will, that Dave Roberts transitions from a traditional closer role, which is what I've been hoping for a very long time now, and has not yet happened and did not happen. With that being said, there was no excuse to not have anybody up in the bullpen when he was throwing in the ninth. Then there was not somebody up in the bullpen, and that was very unsettling for me.
Part of it, we later learned, was that Tony Gonsolin is kind of going through his issues.
There was kind of nobody available.
Yeah, so he later revealed all of that the bullpen wasn't exactly the most flush with cash, or arms, if you will. But yeah, Kenley Jansen, man, good job. I hope that is not the high point of Kenley's season, because that would suck.
Yep, I would definitely hope not.
Let's take a spell here. It seems like a good spot before we jump back into some comments. We decided we wanted to make life harder for ourselves. Let's give away a shirt from GearUp.LA. We're going to give away not the shirts off our back, but the updated. This is a 2020 version of the It's Time for Dodger Baseball shirt. Hashtag ITFDB. Letters are hard. But we're giving away the, where's the button? We're giving away the 2021 version, the championship version of It's Time for Dodger Baseball from GearUp.LA. What do you want to do? You did it last time. You just came up with like a rando.
Just a random question.
Yeah. So this is going to be stream only for you people watching us right now. This is the benefits. There's going to be benefits this year of watching us versus listening to us. Roach. So his brain is broken. So I'll just keep saying words.
Oh yeah, you want me to ask? Well, we're going to do something random. It's not even going to be Dodgers related.
Oh.
It's going to be, what is my favorite number?
All right.
Between 20 and 29. There you go.
First person
to say the number.
In the comments.
Go.
We say between 1 and 29?
20 and 29. I had to narrow it down. I mean, there's just too much room.
There's
for
so
error.
many options.
Yeah,
people can just pick numbers. That won't be a while.
It would be a while. We need to do this
I know
quick.
the number.
I need to give it away.
Can I guess?
You can guess, but you can't.
I know the
win.
Number, though.
Well, no one's guessed it yet. That's pretty good.
I made you the shirt when we played softball.
I know. I see it.
Oh, is it Kurt? Oh, no, Albert first.
Albert.
Yeah, celebrate. You won that shirt, Albert.
Albert Sandoval with the number 21 over there. Solid pick, you know.
Oh, wait, are you sure it was Albert first?
I think so.
I think I see
Baca.
Baca.
Oh, my gosh, Albert, I'm so sorry. Baca did jump in ahead of you on this.
Man.
I am so sorry, Albert. Baca was just a little bit faster than you. Maybe by like 2 seconds.
Sue Reed here, who I think won one of our posters earlier. She said 8, which is not between 20 and 29, so that works. But you already won a poster, so that's cool.
Kevin guessed 31. Good, Kevin.
Nailed it. Baca, where are you at? You're on YouTube, right? I think he just started doing numbers. I think he just started counting up, and then we found it because he started with 22. DM Brooke, I guess, or one of us, DM us at Dodgers Nation on Twitter, or email us at podcast@DodgersNation.com. find a way to confirm that you are the right person, and we will send you the 2021 version of the It's Time for Dodger Baseball shirt just in time for the home opener at Dodger Stadium. Back to
There you go.
Dodgers baseball here for a minute. There was a lot of good comments beforehand, by the way, but yeah, it's just what happens. It's part of the flow of the show.
Now they're all gone.
Ladies and gents.
Where they went.
Zach McKinstry is a dude.
He is a dude. That is
that boy is
correct.
a dude, and he's a man.
He's a dude, man. Goes 3 for 7 in the first series of the season.
This is a man.
There you go. That's how we're gonna read.
Are you mocking me?
His documentary, docuseries, what have you?
Zach McKinstry comes to the plate for his first home run thing.
Home run thing. That's right. 3 extra base hits, one of them being an inside the park home run, which was John Boyd, which very much appreciated whenever something gets
Thank you,
John
Jimmy.
Boyd. That's in the Dodgers hemisphere. We appreciate that. Always fun. It's super wacky. Raimel Tapia is just making things really freaking weird for
Dude
the
needs
Dodgers,
a glove.
man.
He needs a new glove.
I don't know what's wrong with him. He's like made out of rubber or something. He just flings all around, and I don't know what's going on with him. But I think Mikhail had asked me, like, is he faking an injury because he dropped the ball? And I was like, 100% he is. Yes. That's why he's trying to stay into the game.
Look bad, feel bad. That's it.
Exactly.
That's the way it should be.
But Zach McKinstry, man, I mean, is he the guy that we had hoped Kike Hernandez would be during the regular season?
So far, so good. I mean, it's small sample size. This year, he did nothing to make us feel like he couldn't get the job done last year in a short time. Man, I mean, if this kid can bounce around, right now his biggest air quote problem is that he's left-handed. And he doesn't quite fit the roster, ideally. But if you're coming out and just hitting, it doesn't matter which way you swing.
Doesn't matter.
And Dave said he's going to be playing 4 spots. He'll be playing the corners in the outfield. He'll be playing up the middle in the infield, and those are the spots you want, premium backup ability.
He's playing left field tonight.
Oh.
Which is interesting because you have CT over at second base. I kind of expect the swap, but Dave said, you know what, he's not going to get a lot of chances to play second base. CT is, so we're going to give it to him tonight. Good job. Good time for him to do that. But there's a lot to like about Zach McKinstry. I really like the at-bats that he takes. I don't like that. Still don't like that Doc took him out of the game on
We
Friday.
already did that.
Don't
It was
like
Thursday.
that.
We already
Still,
did that.
Thursday. Not going to talk about it. But if you want to listen to that conversation because it was really good, you just, you have to subscribe to the podcast. Go back and listen. Listen to us be angry and upset. Be angry and upset with us, and then be happy because we won 3 games.
So is Zach Attack the official nickname for McKinstry? Is that what we're going with?
There's not like a lot of good nicknames you can make out of Zach.
Or McKinstry.
Or McKinstry, for that matter.
Yeah. I like Zach Attack just because, I'm old. I grew up with Saved by the Bell, so I remember the band Zach Attack.
Yeah.
And they'll be friends forever, just like we will with Zach McKinstry. Friends forever.
It's really good.
Yes, we will.
They're coming after us now.
It was after Jessica Spano was all hopped up on drugs.
Good drug podcast today. Real good drug podcast today. Friend of the show and noted owner of Manny Machado's contract. Moshe jumps in over on Periscope. Good to see you. Owns Manny Machado's contract.
Still
by
has
law,
not.
legally owns his contract.
It was on the internet. It has to be true.
It was recorded. I saw it.
But all right, on the other hand, the negative. We did our court mandated amount of positive with McKinstry there.
Okay.
Pollo, AJ Pollock, not starting out so hot. Thoughts?
Here's the thing. He has a tendency to start hot. So it's very concerning to me that he has started not ice cold, not even sub-zero. What's colder than that? He is freezing.
Did you really blow the opportunity to tee up a damn
Mortal Kombat?
No. Ice cold. All right.
Oh, yeah. I didn't do it, but we didn't go for
what's
it.
colder than ice cold?
Yeah.
All right.
What's cooler
What's
than
cooler
ice
than
cold?
being cool? Ice cold. All right.
Thank
Anyways.
you. Appreciate it. So he goes 2 for 14. Not a huge deal to me in that sense, but the dude struck out 7 times in 3 games. 7 times. I mean, at a field designed for you to hit. And not even. I don't want to knock him too hard, but his 2 hits were not very impressive. They were bloops.
Yeah, not very good there. Pat Dwyer jumping in saying he had a poor spring too. He just looks a little lost right now. Not so in the zone. City of Champ saying he's regressing back to the 2019 playoffs, which, as I said earlier before we went live. What did he go? He had like 11 Ks and 12 at bats.
You know the bench warmers scene where the guy just like chops at the ball when it like flies by him. That's kind of what he looks like during the playoffs. And you know what? That's okay. You know, AJ can be a regular season guy. He can be that guy. That's all right. But if he doesn't also doesn't show up during the regular season, we got a real issue. And obviously, small sample size, first 3 games of the season. I don't know if that's necessarily a cause for concern, but it is a little concerning that his spring looks so terrible. And if they continue to if he continues to struggle, I can't see him getting many at bats or opportunities to break out of that. I mean, Doc is that guy. He has been in the past, but now he's in a situation now where you're like, you got CT that's going to take at bats away from him. You got Zach Attack that's going to get more opportunities out there, and he's going to put wood on the ball, good wood on the ball. And you might even have opportunities for Matt Beatty now because of it.
Yeah, I mean,
that is a reason why Matt Beatty's still around. He can play the outfield.
We know that AJ Pollock is no longer a Gold Glove caliber outfielder, or else he would have remained in center field. He's serviceable in left, but if you have somebody like Beatty who definitely left field is not his first position or second or third or 10th. But if he can get in the lineup and get you some hits, it's a good thing. On the other hand, a negative, a demerit against him is that he's left-handed too, and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of lefties in the lineup. You're also, by the way, paying Pollock but now a lot more money this year and next before he gone.
Still not a bad contract. I mean, consider if he doesn't play, obviously not a great contract, but I don't think it's ever going to get to a point where it's going to be like, hey, sit on the bench and figure your life out. It is going to be a situation where he continues to get at-bats during the regular season. And in a lot of ways, that's okay. I did think of a situation of where it would work out really well. That is, on the days that you're going to bat Austin Barnes, absolutely make sure that A.J. Pollock is not in the lineup. Absolutely make sure he's not in the lineup. But just make sure you're staggering it correctly. You know, Doc's a master of building out the lineups and making sure to get guys rest while also having his best lineup in there for the day. I think they can figure it out. I think they can do well. Just don't stack Austin Barnes with A.J. Pollock anymore. I don't want to see that.
Has he only faced right-handed pitching so far this year?
Well,
I mean,
all the starters were right-handed, were they not? Is Gomber left-handed?
And they only have like one left-hander in the bullpen, I think, and I don't even remember facing him. But Ratitude, better than Pinkerton, which just rolls right off the tongue over here on YouTube, saying that as long as Pollock can hit lefties, good, then I'm not worried. So maybe we do have one true, legitimate platoon spot. And right now, it's it's still early. We can still play around, see what you get out of Pollo. He's earned it. He had a fine year last year, tied for the team lead in homers. I don't think the Dodgers would have been as good in the regular season, in the short season, than they were last year without him. But
Ari over on YouTube says when he faces lefties, he'll probably pick it up. There's a good chance that he'll just get those opportunities from now on. Maybe moving forward, it's like, hey, left-handed pitcher in there, you get to start for the day. Let's get it done. I thought it was weird that CT started Thursday, and then.
But you predicted it.
I did, yeah. No, I thought it was weird that he started Thursday, but not Friday.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
That was my thought process. Where I was like, a CT should be back in there. And granted, CT didn't look great in his first game, but also AJ going in against right-handed pitching to start the year is kind of setting him up for failure. He does mash left-handed pitching throughout his career, and so that's what he's there for. So if there's not not really an opportunity against Colorado, but still, odd.
Hey, if it comes down to it, we're seeing that McKinstry can play some left field. So if you have to, you got to do what you got to do.
Adam Kolarek is on the A's, and he's left-handed. So maybe he'll get a chance against his former teammate.
Speaking of the A's, let's move on to the A's. But first, we still have a giveaway to do with our friends over at Elite Sports Collectibles. That's right. It's all the giveaways, because why not? We have to announce a winner for last week's giveaway, which is this cool. Actually, this one I really do like. I'm not a huge bobblehead guy. But Clayton Kershaw, 2020 World Series Limited Edition bobblehead. He's pointing. He's happy. He's a champ. And we have a winner for that.
Look at him. Just look at him.
Who won this delicious, delectable, ceramic-ish Clayton Kershaw bobblehead from our friends over at Elite Sports Collectibles. Whew, I'm going to drink.
Just over the 45-minute mark. That's where it starts to fall apart. The winner of this beautiful Clayton Kershaw 2020 World Series Limited Edition bobblehead brought to you by Elite Sports is, fake drum roll, Oscar Santiago. That's at Santiago Oscar. You see what he did? He changed it backwards because somebody had his handle. Good job on you, Oscar Santiago. You are the winner of this. We will shoot you a DM over on Instagram. You have, how long? 48 hours to respond?
48 hours to respond, or we are going to see if we could catch some fish with it.
Yep. It's a good plan. Really good plan. I mean, he's a champion, so, you know.
So congrats to Oscar. That's right. People being nice and friendly in the stream. That is cool. We love to see some nice folks here in the stream. Next, we have another one to give away with our friends at Elite Sports Collectibles. You should follow them on Instagram at EliteSC1 on Instagram. Also, they have a cool, what are they called? Facebook group. I know, well, it's a cool group because there's cool stuff on there. If you're the people that like collectibles, this is the spot for you to be. And here, you can win this guy, a Gavin Lux MLB authenticated signed baseball. That is right. You're going to keep that energy and win this Gavin Lux baseball. All you got to do is go to our Instagram right now. Make sure you're following our page. Is at Official Dodgers Nation. And make sure you're following at Elite SC1 on Instagram. And check the post. It's gonna you're tagging friends in there. Each tag is an entry to win, and we will pick the winner next Monday here live on the show. Hey, now let's just make a bunch of noises because why not? That makes it fun.
You're gonna want that Gavin Lux ball. That kid's gonna be something special.
I hear so.
According to me.
According to you.
Before the season started. Before spring training started. Who said it? I said it. Listen to me. That's like people who claim to be the first big Bruce Dark Gratterall fan.
You were pretty much on them.
Freaking losers, man. Everyone's like, I was the first Bruce Dark fan. I'm like, get out of here. You don't know anything about me.
I think, wasn't Ross pretty high on him when we first saw him in spring training last year?
Went before I was.
He was, because he knew him. He's like, oh, man.
He's got great arm. Yeah, man. He's got a fastball to him, man. Yeah, good.
I miss Ross. You know what? For episode 200, we got to get Ross back on. Catch up with him. See how his Nuggets doing.
See if he has a Canadian accent.
Did I even play Canada, though, eh?
Gale.
Check out Ross's Canadian accent. All right. We are in Oakland. Nobody likes to be in Oakland, but the Dodgers are there in Oakland. We're not. We're in South Pasadena. You got your number 5 starter on the bump today for the Los Angeles Dodgers. That is D. May, Dustin Mania, your guy with the show flow. He's going up against old friend Frankie Montas, who is part of the deal to get Dick Mountain, Rich Hill here to L.A. and some other cuck.
Mm-hmm. Frankie, a really odd random fact that I remember about him, but he was at one point placed on the injured list for like a rib injury. Don't ask me how I remember that random ass little thing.
As a Dodger, right?
Yep. Really odd. Really just part of the things that stick in your brain when you're a baseball fan. Just really strange. I don't know what's happening anymore.
And then wasn't he doping? Didn't he get suspended for doping?
We got hit with something.
Well, what
I just remember him and Jarrell Cotton.
Oh, yeah. Your boy Cotton.
Throwback names.
2016 was wild times. What do you like about this series? I guess I'll just go down the list. Kershaw's facing whatever a Chris Bassett is, right-handed pitcher. I didn't look up his stats. I have no reason to know who is on Oakland, especially in the Oakland rotation, because their fans don't even know half the time. It's Oakland. They don't.
I know we're not facing off against Manea, which is good.
Yeah,
because I feel like
their guy
kind of does it against us, and he's left-handed, you know.
Mm-hmm. And Bauer goes up against a left-hander, Luzardo, who's I don't know his first name, like Chris.
Jesus?
Chris Luzardo? I think it's Chris. No, it can't all be Chris's. It's one of my favorite books. They can't all be Chris's.
That's a book.
Shut up.
Look, it says his name on there. It says Luzardo.
Yeah, this is Luzardo.
You nailed it. That's his name.
Yeah, full legal. Jesus.
I told you it was Jesus.
I don't listen to this show.
Me neither. I only talk to myself most days.
What do you like about this series?
I love that there's a designated hitter in this series.
That's right. Dave Roberts gets less decisions to make, which, pay attention this season, might be a growing concern.
Also good timing because Dustin May and Trevor Bauer are both pitching in this series.
Yes.
Which is perfect because neither of those guys can hit for the life of them.
D-May didn't even get any at-bats in spring training because Doc was like, oh, well, we know the first game he's going to be in Oakland, so it doesn't matter.
He's like, we'll figure it out when we get there, man. Don't talk to me right now.
But the other thing, Austin Barnes is catching twice in this series, if I'm not mistaken. No, wait, no. He's going Tuesday.
No, he's catching
just Kershaw. Yeah.
That's it.
And then Thursday's an off day. But Bueller's on the bump on Friday, so you wonder if that lines up. Is Austin going to catch
it'll be Will.
Walker Buehler?
It'll be Will.
Place your bets?
Please, God.
Should we bet on this?
No, I don't want to bet on it because I don't like this.
Why not?
Because it's upsetting.
Hey, you guys let us know if you want us to place a bet on this. Let's say $1. I say $1, it's going to be Barnesy. Let's go. We're not betting with you guys. Don't shut us down, Facebook or YouTube. Yeah. Oh, by the way, YouTube, if we're doing that, you should check out our friends at what do they call Nutrisystem. Go use our promo code Nutrisystem.com/overtime. You save 50% on your Nutrisystem. Get some popcorn. You don't have to bother.
There's snacks.
There's snacks.
We
in
have
there.
snackies.
So yeah, it's one of our people.
Congrats.
Sue asks, "How's Barnes' hand? It was well enough to catch on Friday? No, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, he got that
Saturday.
big bloop base knock.
He just crushed it. Freaking sent it. Full beans.
Everybody was very much not happy to see him back in the lineup, just because people aren't necessarily huge fans of Austin Barnes, even though he's a damn World Series champion. But he also it's painful to see him in a lineup that doesn't feature the DH.
Yeah. Well, look. That's the good news. We're going to Oakland. We have a DH, so we will be okay for a little bit. We'll feel okay. We'll feel fine. Everybody will get moved around. It sounds to me like Max is obviously DHing tonight. It sounds like Justin Turner is going to DH tomorrow. Eddie's going to play third tomorrow. That's my guess because Edwin Rios is playing third tomorrow. And then the day after that, I don't know, get Mookie off his feet for a day, DH him or what?
Already again?
I'm telling you, man.
Two of the first 7?
I'm telling you, Dave's really been adamant about getting some of his star players off their feet. He might even get like Corey off his feet.
Well, yeah, Sieg's already sat one.
Off his feet in the sense of he's going to DH.
DH, yeah. Gavin is supposed to get a day off in the series.
He
I think as
today.
a DH. Oh, it is today.
Yeah.
Is he DHing or is he just straight off? Okay, I haven't looked at the lineup. I mean, I'm not here to do like Dodgers about today. I'm here to complain about what happened in the past.
The Dodgers of tomorrow and the Dodgers of yesteryear.
Yes. This is very let's see. That seems like a good button for it. No, I like the idea to feast up on the Oaklands because the Athletics are
struggle bussing.
Yeah. Didn't you pick them to be like your hoop?
They're going to win the West.
Yeah.
They're going to win the West, dude. Don't worry about it. I would not worry about them right now. The problem is the Dodgers historically have not fared very well at the Coliseum.
They're already
in a long time.
Dead last, looking all the way up at them cheating Astros. Just saying. Because they can't beat them.
Should they join them?
By the way, Carlos Correa, dirty player. Just saying. I don't know how the hell he's
no
still
suspension from him.
How is that? How is
happens.
Nick Castellanos suspended for 2 games? All right, we're jumping the shark here because who cares about this series? We'll talk about it on Thursday because we're going to be going live for as long as we can this season on Mondays and Thursdays.
And it'll be over by then.
And it will be over because that is a day off. So, Nick Castellanos and the Reds, he did not hit a deep fly ball to left in this particular occasion. You want to point that. He got on base via a hit by pitch. He came around, he scored, he gloated over the pitcher, some random dude, and I don't know the guy. I don't know the Cardinals. I don't need to know.
One of those like random Cardinals pitchers, you know?
So he's just like, whatever, and over. Like even him and Yadi, of course, Yadier Molina, who I forgot who it was, pointed it out on Twitter. It's like, is he in the middle of like every fight?
Yadier Molina in a fight? I never.
Know. I think didn't I have a mind-blowing button somewhere? Or whatever?
You don't have a Yadier Molina?
I have.
Well, what had happened was
that kind of plays. So yeah, once again, Yadi's involved in some sort of fracas. Once again, the Reds are the. It wasn't quite as good as the Puig collision with the Pirates, but the Reds are involved, and they decided the league, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred decided to go ahead and suspend Castellanos for 2 games for. Kind of gloating over this dude and then having a conversation with Yadi and then having his arms behind his back. Meanwhile, Carlos Correa straight trucks Matt Chapman, just decked him.
Dropped his shoulder into his chin and everything.
Yeah, and then continues to make the play and just runs off the field like the dirty pile of crap human he is. And, nothing. Not a peep from...
The peeps were yesterday on Easter. Yeah,
that was a thing. Is that still a thing? Do peeps still happen? Oof.
I saw one.
Did it peep?
It was just in the wild.
Sure it wasn't your dog.
Is that?
Kind of looks like a peep.
Kind of looks like a peep,
yeah. I don't know. That seems is MLB, are they afraid to levy more air quote punishment on the Astros?
Perhaps he negotiated all future punishments were not to be enforced on him as part of his cooperation to rat out Alex Correa. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or Alex Correa.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the people that are over at Houston. Look, man, MLB leadership sucks, dude.
Yeah,
they're bad.
Yeah,
they're real bad. I am at this point. I am shocked that we have a season this year with how bad things are run.
Hey, you remember how there was no way we could start spring training on time?
There is no way.
And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, let's try to get more games in there, more playoffs and everything."
I don't understand anything anymore.
We need a new commissioner.
Anytime you're like, is there going to be a suspension for this? And I'm like, no. And then there's always a suspension. Anytime I think there's going to be a suspension, no, there's not a suspension.
We need a new commissioner.
We need a lot of things.
Throw my name into the hat. FRG for commish 2022. Give me it after the CBA stuff.
Not FRGM.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to GM. You're the real guy. You're the GM over here. I've seen some terrible moves. Oh, yeah. How is your fantasy? How's that going?
I am winning.
How? Who are you playing against?
Daniel, I think. And Daniel's apparently good at this.
I don't trust you, Palma.
Loser.
I'm so glad I'm not involved in this.
I actually don't know if it was Daniel. I just kind of made that. It is Daniel. Yeah, you suck, Daniel. Eat it. He is creeping up on me pretty quick now.
Wait, is this a weekly thing?
I don't know how it works. And I'm still winning.
Nail it. Crush it. Pat Dwyer doesn't want me to be the commish. He wants Jeff Snyder. That's it. Me and Snyder. Dog, I'm calling you out. We're going to battle. This is going to be a pants off, dance off. Is that still a thing?
I don't think you guys should do that.
Sorry, I've checked him with my advisor over here, and I was told to not do a pants off, dance off.
My PR guy.
All right. Well, we'll just both, commissioner it together. Why not? There's like 2-3 hitting coaches in the league these days on teams. So
yeah,
just F it.
Yeah,
do it live. At any point. All right, the game's coming up real soon, guys. I guess this part we can cut out. I don't know if it's any excitement on the show or on the podcast side of it, but what are your predictions for tonight? Because why not?
I think that Dustin May will go 6. It will be a very good 6, and I think that Kenley closes it out.
Oh.
If you have a pick to click for tonight, for somebody that you want to predict will go deep tonight, please drop it in the chat. And then if you pick the right person, then you will be happy for yourself. That's your prize. I don't have anything else for them.
No, I'm just going to let you just figure it out.
Just keep going with it? No, that's fine.
All right. I'm not going to do all the numbers, but let's say the Dodgers win 6-4. 6-4. There it is. Boom. Brook
6-4 the final score. Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, Joe Davis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, I guess that's all the fun. We got some more on here. I guess there's not all the fun yet. Let's get into these. Santiago says Belly goes deep tonight. We got Paul saying Mookie. We got a Mookie bomb. Paul Vaughn says Baylor over Gonzaga and Dodgers beat A's 5-2. Salona says these podcasters are drunk. No,
yeah.
No.
Just tired.
We should finally
get
just
drunk.
get really. We haven't had
200th.
200th. We're gonna get just smashed.
I said the 200th show sponsored by Uber.
Should probably reach out to Krajewski. I haven't seen that guy. I hope Rick's still alive. I miss Rick. Richard, I miss you. There's noises happening out there.
Is it
Ari,
Richard?
No, he knows the other door.
Yep.
We got another Mookie from Eddie. We got Ari saying CT3 is going to go deep. Brian Hatfield saying 5-2 victory. Salona says you should be drunk. Hell yeah. There's a lot of I think they're Japanese characters saying a proud sponsor of Honda Off-Road. I agree. I guess I don't know. Julian is predicting a grand slam for Big Willie style. William Smith is going to do that. Santiago, you guys brought in Santiago into the league or something like that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
He's probably going to beat all of us.
He says, I got $5. I'll beat Brooke once we go head to head.
I don't have $5. I also have $5 on Santiago. By the way.
Noel or Can Al says 10-0 Dodgers. Hell yeah. Eddie says Oakland pigeon interferes. All right. So we got our cat. Get your bingo boards ready.
Next animal up.
Next animal up.
If it's at the Coliseum, it's a raccoon. So
Elephant.
or a rat.
Full blown elephant.
Just an elephant on the.
You don't know what's gonna happen at O.co. It's Oakland. It's a nightmare
Anything could happen
to any normal sane person. Anyways, guys, that's been the show. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are on the internet. You can find us there. It's DodgersNation.com. He writes a lot of stuff there. I'm there sometimes. We have a adequate team of crack writers. Now, we got some good stuff that always comes out. We're out there every day, so if you're looking for the latest and greatest on your Los Angeles Dodgers, check us out there. Subscribe to our podcast. Blue Heaven is on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Player FM. All the spots your podcasts are available to eat for free, even Pandora. You can go there and get it. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. It's probably your best spot to watch this show. Why? I don't know, but that's where we're at. Do the subscribe. Hit that bell. You'll be glad you did.
It's because Periscope's being a butt face.
It's supposed to be gone. I don't know when it's leaving.
We don't know. It just never goes away, you know? It's like herpes. It just never quite goes away. Guys, I'm at BrookMe3. This guy over here is at RealFRG. We're on Twitter and Instagram. We do not have herpes, but we are at Dodgers Nation on Twitter, at Official Dodgers Nation on Instagram. Make sure to go check out that giveaway. Win that Gavin Lux signed baseball, courtesy of Elite Sports Collectibles. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Go Dodgers tonight. We'll be back here on Thursday to talk about the series and to probably drink. See ya.
Bye.